Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Uh, Update on our small scale group build. Today is Monday, uh, the 13th. So we've been at this, we've got 2 weeks under our belt. We've got 2 more weeks to go, or about that. And I'm feeling a little behind, but there's a lot that's gone on here. Um, we've got the chassis since the last time you've seen it. It is all the black work is done on it. We've got our fuel tank and the engine. The lower portion of the engine is done here. Starter, the oil filter. Um, we did do a little dry brushing on that bell housing to look like the orange is faded back where it was painted with the bell housing on. Um, Underside or the top side as well for control arms and that. Uh, Exhaust painted. We did a little flat clear, or not flat clear, flat steel with a silver mixed in it to do the bodies of the mufflers to uh, give them just a different look. I don't want everything all the same color silver, and typically mufflers are not the same shade as the pipe. Um, the tailpipes, those were opened up, and I oblonged the holes and then dropped a little black paint in there. Uh, Differential drive shaft. We've got the front control arms and the steering. The engine. Um, we've got manifolds painted on. Um, Again, the top of the bell housing. Focus. Right, Christ. All right. It just doesn't want to focus on this shit today. Um, but it's a dry brush back, just like the bottom of the bell housing was. Distributor carburetor, and then a little bit of acrylic wash in there over the intake and across the front of it. Um, give it a little depth. So we've got today's Monday. I hope to have the goal is the chassis finished and the engine finished today, going into tomorrow. This accessory assembly needs painted up yet, and it troubles me. This is let's look at it over here. So the belts over the air conditioning go to the crank, water pump, and air conditioning, and it looks like they're riding in pulleys. Looks good. The alternator belt, again, crank, water pump, pulley, and then it comes over here to the alternator. And then I think we're gonna, maybe we can. Yeah, I'll just tell you, it dead ends into the alternator. It doesn't like ride a pulley, so that looks a little bit suspect. Well, it looks goofy. That's what it is. Alrighty, we'll get to work. Some more detail I want to throw into this chassis. That's why it's going to take a minute. Uh, the accessories, the engine done, the exhaust and everything. Try to get this done today. Hopefully not into tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow I'd like to be going on to the body, some more sanding, priming, sanding, priming. And then there's the interior. A ton of detail work left to do. Those little rally wheels are air cleaner. That base should be black. The lid will stay chrome on an SS, on Nova SS. The 350 cars had a chrome air cleaner lid on them. All that detail work for that rear tail light panel and the grill. So we got all that left to do, and we're not, we're not killing it on time, but we've got time left. So we'll see what we can get done here and pick up the pace a little bit. hold on, and we'll come back and see what we get finished here. Alrighty, guys. So we are. What are we today? It's very early in the morning, Thursday, the 16th, and we got the Nova up on all fours. The engine is almost finished. We got to put the fan on the front. Chassis is basically finished. Rally wheels, we've got some Argent paint on them back there. We've got to double check that to see what we missed, and then start putting in the black in the openings. Air cleaner housing is done. The firewall is done. Our colors on this car, we're going to go with silver, Cortez silver, red interior. So we've got on our little markings there on our firewall the 69 and another 69 denotes upper and lower. 69 upper and lower, so silver upper, silver lower. And what GM meant by that was two-tone upper lower. The Nova would have had a painted roof if it was two-tone. In this case it's not, so it's all Cortez silver with a dark red interior, and that ought to keep it lighted, light enough that a 30-second scale is going to lose a lot of detail. That little wave in that roof that we took out started to describe the lines in a little deeper and around the window trim, front and rear. Let's see, underneath, I'll show you, like the exhaust, those tailpipes were stuck way up in there. So we bent them down and got them just to tip out just below that quarter panel. Got some factory markings on the rear end there. The striping on the drive shaft for balance. When the factory balances it, they use color code to show the balance on it. Got factory marking on oil pan. That dry brushing on the bell housing looked like a little orange overspray. A little glossier than I'd like, but I tend to over restore things anyway. But it sits good on all four corners. It's straight. The panel, the hood fits good. Everything's good so far. Get something that knocks the wind out of your sails, boy, when you figure out that Mark Batson's doing a Nova also. You think, all right, we're going to see what, it'd be cool to see what he does with it. And then you figure out, and you watch his video, and he's got a 632 going in, and a, from Miguel Hobby Works, and tubbing it, and I'm thinking, all I'm doing is out of the box. Say it was 1975, and you got called to sing the national anthem at the World Series, and then they told you Elvis was in the building also. That's exactly what this is like, guys. Exactly. So that's where we stand right now as of the 16th, and we're gonna get some finish sanding on that body, get some primer. Want to be in paint by this weekend. The interior going dull red. More detail on the rallies. We got the front grille and bumper, that rear taillight panel to detail up yet. So not out of the woods. I'm not as far as I'd like to be, but not too bad. So hey, thanks for watching, guys. More updates coming soon.